Hello and welcome back. It is Kyle, and today is Wednesday, April 10th, 2024. It's been a day. So, a couple days ago, our sound bar in our main room got knocked off, and the input, or really it's the output from it, the e-arc connection got damaged, and it can no longer be used for surround sound, which sucks. So for the past few days, I've been calling around trying to find somebody to replace that port. Finally, yesterday, I got suggested to call Best Buy and talk to their Geek Squad, which is never a good suggestion, but I was desperate, so called them up. They scheduled me an appointment for today at 4, said, yep, it's something that we can and do fix. So I had to take the soundbar all the way into Fort Wayne to Best Buy. I get there, and the first guy I talked to goes, Yep, it's something we can do, but we have to ship it out to a repair shop, and it costs $85 just to ship it out, plus any cost that would occur for the actual repairs. And then as he finishes telling me that, which at that point, I was just ready to bite the bullet and just okay it. His coworker butts in and goes, nope, the soundbar is out of warranty, so they won't even do a repair at all for it. That sucks. So then I looked around for other soundbars. So the issue is first world problems here, so bear with me. The issue is we got the soundbar in 2021. Around Christmas time, it came in mid-January, just after Christmas, because it was a back order thing. At the time we got the soundbar, it was the number one rated soundbar on the market. It is a Samsung HWQ950A. That soundbar is still on the market today. Obviously, now it's about 3 years old, so it's not the newest version out there. There are newer models now that exceed that. But that version today is still around $1,500 if you get it on like Amazon or something like that. Places like Best Buy don't have them in store. They don't have the new ones in store either. They have some displays of the newer versions of that type, but they don't have ones that you can just take home with you that day. You gotta order it online, and then they'll ship it to your house, or you can go back and pick it up a few days later. So what makes the soundbar so special that it's worth that much money? Well, first off, don't come to me for advice on soundbars. I am not an audiophile or a cinephile by any means of the imagination. I do not know the ins and outs about that stuff to any extent that I would feel comfortable giving you suggestions or recommendations. But in the little bit of research that I have done, this make and model is like the best bang for your buck. Now they have the newer versions out. So the one we had was the Q950A, and then there is the Q950B, C, all the way through some letters. I don't know if every letter is included there, but like there's a 950T as in Tom, all sorts of stuff. I don't understand the naming structure. I think it's just like different iterations that come out every so many months or something, as little things get updated here or there. This year, the new one that's out, just got released in like March, is the 990 D as in David. And it's a pretty big upgrade from the one that we had. Now what again, what makes this soundbar so different than other ones? Again, I'm not an expert, so bear with me. These soundbars are 11.1.2, I think it's what it is. Maybe 11. Something. Basically, there are 22 different speakers total. There's the main soundbar, like you are familiar seeing with the soundbar. Then there's a subwoofer. And then there are 2 speakers that go behind you for like your surround sound type stuff. The speakers that go behind you each have 3 speakers with them. Each one is 3. It's in one case, but one goes like side to side, one goes up, and one goes forward. And the upward facing is, there are 4 upward facing speakers total, so it's 11.2.4, 11.4.2. I don't know the order. The upward facing speakers are what's used for Dolby Atmos, which is supposed to give you a more immersive sound. Surround sound kind of gives you that front to back stuff, so the sound surrounds you. Atmos takes it to the next level and makes it like a 3-dimensional soundscape. So it'll sound like things that are flying overhead actually fly overhead, and have like a helicopter, instead of zooming by you, like beside you, it'll sound like it's going above you. So more realistic and all that stuff. And the one we have currently does that. And when you're watching a show that actually has that capability, which is few and far between, unless you're purposefully seeking them out, it sounds really good. So the new ones are improved upon that. So no way to get our sound bar fixed. The sound bar still puts out sound. We can connect via Bluetooth to it, so like we can listen to music and stuff. And our TV, which is an LG C1, an OLED TV, it will connect through Bluetooth, but the Bluetooth doesn't allow you to do surround sound, so you just get very flat sound. And when you've been used to surround sound for years, going to that flat sound you miss out on a lot. So long story less long, not really short. I'm getting a new soundbar. It'll be here Friday, so maybe I will show you that on Friday. Another thing that's happening on Friday is we are getting a new furnace installed in our house, because as you may have seen a couple days ago, a week or so maybe ago, our furnace kind of bit the dust. So yeah, so we got that on Friday. And then my Tesla is getting worked on as well. They're sending out a mobile technician. My external speaker, so like my boombox, that sounds weird to say for a car. Teslas have an external speaker that's used to produce a sound when you're going super slow in a parking lot, so that people know that your car is there, since your car doesn't have an engine, so there's no engine noise. It can sometimes be hard to hear that there's an electric car coming. So this is more a safety feature for blind people, to help them out. But it also helps everybody else out as well. It's not just to help the blind folks out. So it plays a little noise that you've probably heard. It kind of sounds like a spaceship or something. There's a little speaker on the outside of the car that plays that. That's, it's underneath the hood, of course, up in the front of the car. You can't like see it or anything, but it plays the audio. But Tesla takes it a step further and makes it so you can like play music through it. That's what you can use to make your car fart. You can play light shows and everything, and it'll play music for the light shows. You can, the car lock sound and all that stuff, you can customize. All of that's done through that speaker. When I took my car to get repaired for the little rock dent from way back in October, November-ish, the repair shop didn't put everything back together correctly or messed something up, and my little speaker hasn't been working. Hasn't really been a problem, like it's not the end of the road or anything like that. It doesn't prevent anything. I just haven't had some of the functionality that comes with that. So no lock sound, big whoop. But there is always a little error showing on my screen that shows that that is messed up. So they are coming out to fix that, free of charge, of course, on Friday to my work. So Friday is going to be a big day for all that stuff. New soundbar coming in, new furnace being installed, Tesla getting fixed, and start of the weekend once 2:30 comes around and I get off work. I need a weekend already. I'm just exhausted this week. But yeah, tomorrow got nothing planned. On the plus side, because I had to go all the way to Fort Wayne and back, I did that entirely on full self-driving using the 12.3.3 software for the Tesla, the entirety of the trip. So that's about, I think it's, about 25 miles each way. So roughly a 50-mile round trip, and 100% full self-driving all the way up until I got to the shopping center. I took over when I got to the shopping center just because I wanted to, not because the car needed me to. Because I wanted to go a different route, enter through a different way than the car was going to. Just because I'm more familiar with that area and I kind of know some of the shortcuts there. So 50-ish miles or so entirely on full self-driving with zero issues whatsoever. Not a single intervention, nothing. On my way home from work, before going to Fort Wayne, I went back the original path that I normally took, that the other day I said was having issues with the four-way stops in the car, kind of starting, stopping at the flashing red lights, like it was getting confused by those. Went through both of those today on my way home, and no issues with that as well. There was a small hiccup at the first one where it kind of felt like it was going to stop before it went again, but it ended up not stopping. It just kind of went a little slow at the get-go, and then it took off like a normal car. So I don't know if it's getting better because it's like learning, or if the first time was a fluke, first few times were a fluke, or if this was a fluke. But today it worked perfectly fine. I had no issues, no concerns with how it treated those flashing red lights. So that's a good sign. Hopefully that improves even more. And then I heard a rumor that in about April 22nd-ish, 21st, 22nd, is when the next software update should be coming for my my group of cars, the group that I'm a part of. It's not a concrete date or anything like that. It's just a rumor. But I hope that's true, because that would be awesome, because that's supposed to be when we get the actual smart summon, which I am super excited to try out, and I'll be showing you that for sure. But yeah, so today's video kind of went off on a weird tangent and became more of a tech slash upgrade slash repair and Tesla news from where we normally are. But I hope it wasn't too boring. I hope some of you found it interesting. And like always, thanks for stopping in and checking in on me today. I will see you all tomorrow. Take care. Bye-bye. I appreciate you.